Anticipation is hanging heavy over Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania, as the homestanding Nittany Lions get set to take on Indiana. The last time the Hoosiers were here, they broke Penn State hearts with a heroic late drive led by Fernando Mendoza. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you for more on this Big Ten clash. Let's say hello to Holly Rowe.
Guys, Indiana-Penn State turned out to be the moment for the Hoosiers last year. Getting past Penn State with that crazy catch in the end zone, that is what propelled them and gave them momentum towards a national championship. But Penn State, never an easy team. They are going to be on a rise with their new head coach, Matt Campbell. Let's see who comes out on top. A revamped Indiana team or a new coach, Penn State, a lot of new faces. This should be amazing. Back to you.
The Nittany Lions headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. So Indiana's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they
finding some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Beebe. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Indiana! Put 6 on the board.
Yeah, the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Penn State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we take a look at James Peoples, former Ohio State Buckeye. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Ripping through the defense. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Peoples. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback keeper. And he's knocked down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Here's a gift to Peoples. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Catch in the middle. It's shot. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on defense. Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Richard. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Here we go, ready. 129.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And a brand new era in Happy Valley. New head coach in Matt Campbell. Drew Aller gone at quarterback. Rocco Beck comes in from Iowa State, David, and lots of eyes on Rocco Beck. Did a lot of really good things during his time in Ames, Iowa, and he's now got to be able to take this Nittany Lion offense to the next level. Everyone that's watched this guy play knows he's got lots of ability, and he's going to get an opportunity to put that on display today.
Lots of ability, new environment, obviously familiarity with the coaching staff is good, but there's also something to all of those stars. You know, this guy has seen it all. He's been there. He's done that, right? Like, interested to see all the pieces that were brought with him, but you're right. New year, new system, new fans to get used to in a new place. But Rocco Beck's been a dude throughout his college career.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll move the wide receiver. Snags it over the middle. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Grabbed in the middle, it's Beebe.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The run inside, it's Beebe. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the run, it's Richard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Marsh. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to. Takes it the up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Hey guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. There is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Handoff, Peoples running left. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The field goal is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He took a hit as he the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Rush is on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Penn State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Running inside. It's Beebe. Got enough for the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's shot. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Badgers sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game in Happy Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, catching up with the Nittany Lions head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Here's Peoples one more time. Can't get him to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Beck. Grabbed over the middle, it's Peoples. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Peoples. Oh, what a move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Off the play fake. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, it's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run it with James Peoples. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab on the left. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
Flag 14! Flag 14!
Back to throw, it's Hoover. And it's picked off for the third time today. Touchdown, Penn State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air. He's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Beebe. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him, and down he goes.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They feed him again. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect he's got it along the sideline. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Running inside. It's Beebe.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He fires to the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Hansen. There's a little room there. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Using his legs, it's Hansen. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. A run for the quarterback. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. These teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.